This
Hope
conference
everyone
will
can see
now
my
be
screen.
recorded.
Everyone can see my screen, right? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, perfect. So, go to settings. Okay, go to settings and click on any user management, user information. Okay, click on settings, user information. Here you have a current password. Okay, click on change password and change that password. Okay, with that new password, try to log in try to install the Atom. Okay, whenever it is asking username and password, right? First change the password here, and you can give that new password. Then it is allow you to the install the Atom. Yes, yeah, hello. Is it
Yeah,
fine?
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, change password settings,
Okay.
user information. There you have a change password. Click on change password. It will ask the current password and a new password. Confirm that password. Just save it. Okay, just click on save. Then it will change new a new password is going to be generated. Then start the while installing that Atom. Give this username and new password. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then also shows some
No,
error
no, no.
like
It will not show again. It will not show again. No, it will not show. It will not show again. Okay.
no
Try. Try.
not 403 error. It's
Mm-hmm.
like uh, this password doesn't fulfill one or more password policy rules like
No, no, it will not come like that because you are changing that password, right? You are
yeah
changing that.
I give current password and new password also.
Where in the Bhumi?
Yeah.
Okay. You changed that password.
Yeah, current password I also given current password
Okay.
and give new password also.
Okay. And here confirm the new password.
Then click the
Then
save.
save. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is.
Uh,
Then you need to get it will going to log out again. You need to log in with the new password.
uh, but uh,
Okay. Let me do that one. Here I'm giving a password. Okay. I'm changing that password. Or else okay, what I can give. I'm giving, okay. Save. Yeah. You can see here. It is
yeah.
automatically. It is now you can give your new password. It is signing. Okay. Again, don't download the Atom and all. Okay. Don't download the Atom. Directly go here. Your Atom installations where it is, and click on right button. Run as administrator. Give user new username and password. Okay.
Okay.
Don't install it again and don't think all these things. Go to directly go to your downloads and click on right button. Okay. Administrator, click on administrator, run as administrator, then username and password, new password. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today
Okay.
I will try again.
Yeah, please. Okay. So before I start, anyone have any questions or any doubts?
Yeah, Pavan.
Yeah, please.
Yesterday only I got my credentials, but I'm in a little bit confusion that what to do from the starting. I have listened every session,
Okay.
but first we need to create a component.
So have you logged into Boomi platform?
Yeah.
So then you can create one folder on your name. Yes,
Okay.
you can create, right? How we can create the folder? We have a root folder. Under root folder we can have a new folder. Click on new folder, then you can give any name whatever you want. Sirisha. Yes, Sirisha with the name. One
Yeah.
folder is created here. Then go to new
Okay.
component, create a new component. Process is a core component, right? Then every time we'll go with
Yeah.
the node data type. Start say with the node
No
data
data.
type, then start the process. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone have any questions or any doubts before I move forward? Okay, no problem. So, can anyone recall what we discussed in the previous session? Yes, we discussed about profile. Profile. What do you mean by profile?
Profile is the component.
Yes, is a component. Component in Boomi, and so it is the structure of the data. It giving the structure of the data, right?
Yes.
It is the it is the
Structure of the data.
yes, structure of the data, right? How many types of profiles Boomi will going to be accept or it will supports? Five
Five.
types,
Five
right?
types.
XML,
JSON,
JSON. Third one is
database,
database. Fourth one
flat
is
file,
flat file. Yes,
EDI,
flat file. And the final one is
EDI,
EDI. What is the full form of EDI?
and
Electronic
electronic
data interchange.
interchange.
Yes, electronic data interchange. Basically, these EDI profiles are used to achieve the
B2B.
B2B, business to business integrations. Okay, so now yesterday we discussed about XML file, right? While creating the XML file, what are the rules we need to follow? Without root element we cannot create a XML file. Root
Yes.
element is a mandatory, right? Under root
Yes.
element we can create the multiple
N number.
n
Multiple
n
element.
number of
Number.
sub elements, right?
Right.
And each opening element must have a corresponding the closing element,
Close.
right? How we can close the element?
Forward
How we can
slash.
with the
Forward.
forward slash? Yes, very good. And okay, so and these elements are case sensitive, right? These naming
Yes.
convention we need to follow a case sensitive. So yesterday we created one file and we imported that, and we discussed about connector. What do you mean by connector? Okay, connector.
Making
So by
connection to
using, if you want to
Yes.
pull the data or if you want to push the data for any, if you want to establish the connectivity, these connectors are used to establish the connectivity. So each connector, have a two components. What are they? Each,
Operation. No.
each component,
operation.
each connector have a
Connect.
two components. What are they?
Operation.
Connection,
Operation, connection and
Operation.
operation.
operation, right? So very important,
Yes.
guys. Okay, so each component, each connector have a two components. One is the connector connection and another is the operation. Both are reusable entities. So this connection is responsibility to connect with any third party application system, right? And operation, what
Yes.
are the action which we want to perform on the data, whether you want
That.
to read the data or you want to write the data, you want to update the data, upset the data, what are the action which we want to perform by using with the help of operation component we can do. And the connection is used to establish the connectivity. Okay, and what else we discussed? We discussed about disk. What is a disk? Disk is a connection which is used to read or write the data from our local directories, right?
Local directories.
Which is the component or which is the connection connector in Boomi which is used
Used
which is
to
used to read
read or write the
read
data
or write the data from
from our local directories.
local directories, right?
Yes.
local directories. So here one limitation is there. What is that? We can we can read or write the data where
From local.
where the, by using disk when where the atom is
Is
installed.
installed.
Okay, for example, let's say, okay, now this atom is installed in different location, okay, different machine, and if you are using disk connector in your local, then if you want to pull the data or if you want to push the data into that local directories, it is not possible. Okay, because that disk itself, it is a local directory, right? When it is possible, when the atom is installed into that particular atom, I mean that particular machine, then only it is going to be possible. Okay, and what else we discussed yesterday? So here this is a process, we are trying to pull the data. We created one XML file and we are pulling the data into Bhumi, right? So let me again, here I am using star shape. It's the star shape with the no data type. This no data type creates an empty document to make sure our process execution is getting started. Then I'm using a disk connector. You can see here, connector use shape data into or out of the process. If you want to push the data or pull the data from the connectors, we can use the connector shape, and each connector shape have two components. One is a connection, another is the operation. Okay, so now in the connection part, if I go to the connection part, it is asking to configure the directory. Directory means the path or location from where you want to read the data or write the data. The path you need to configure here. Okay, save and close. Then action is whether you want to read the data or pull the data, or you want to write the data or send the data into a target system. Okay, so this is the action which you know. And the operation, what we are doing in the operation. So you can see here connection action, the action which while here what are the action we are configuring, same action we can see here. See here, get, right? Get. And file filter, what is the use of this file filter?
For
Yes.
filtering purpose, we are using filtering the records.
That is for suppose we need to search, we can give for first name, first letter with a star, like that.
Okay. Okay, so now let's say, if you want to pull, for example, in the location where from where you want to pull the data from there, here it is, right? This is the location which, so right now we have only one file. Let's say, let me copy it again, copy and paste it. Okay, like this, copy, right? So now I will give employee data 1. Okay, now if I have filter, okay, file filter, if no, I can save and close. Now if you see here, if I am trying to pull the data, all the data, like all the files which are available in the particular directory, it going to be pulled. Okay, so in here we have two files, one employee data 1 and employee data. So if you have a file filter as star, all the by default all the files which are available in that particular directory or a path, all files is going to be pulled. Okay, if you click on this, the connection data, if I click on the connection data, do you see here file name here, employee data 1 and employee data 2, two files are, it is going to be picked, right? So likewise, now I don't want to pull all the data. Now I want to pull only one data. Let me give this one. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, click on that, give that and put a star over here. Okay, now save and close. Now test it. Now you can see only that particular file is going to be full. Okay, file filter, if you want to filter out the file or across all the files, then we can use this file filter option and we can give. Okay, come to the connection data. Okay, again it is going to pull. Okay, dot xml we need to give. Okay, I will, let me, I think operation xml start, save and close. Let me go here and let me change this name. Okay, some data like and give, so that it is not going to be confusion. Okay. Okay, come here. Now you can see, go to connection data, you can see only the okay, only one employee data. Okay, only one employee data is going to be. Okay, likewise you can pull, you can add the file filters and the file. Okay, if you want to give any matching of this filing, then you can give, and maximum number of records you want to read. Okay, number of files you want to read from the local directory, you can give the, you can specify the number. And if you want to delete the file from the directory after reading the file, you can check this checkbox. If you're checking this checkbox, it is going to be deleted. Okay, clear till here?
Matching of the
Anyone?
file means matching
Sorry.
type, like matching
See,
of the
Pawan,
file.
can you elaborate that wildcard regular expression exactly?
yes. So here, if you want wildcard means all the see, it will take by default all, or else if you want to
Yes.
give any exact matching file filter, if you are giving here, right? If you want to give any exact matching, you can give this one, or else some any expressions like star filter or star, some regular expressions will be there. If you pull the data depending on this file, regular expressions we can give. So by default, we can go with the wildcards only. Wildcard means all the, what are the file filter you were specifying in the file filters, it is going to be take. Okay.
Okay, Pawan.
Okay, yes, regular expressions means if you want to give any kind of expressions, like any specific character or anything, if you want to give that one, regular expressions like dot xml. Okay, let's say here you have a dot xml, right? This is a data dot xml, employee data dot xml. Dot xml is some kind of regular expressions. If you want to give that one as a file filter, if you want to pull the data from the local directory, you can give. Or else if you want to give any exact match, you can give. Like wildcard means all the, like it will accept whatever it is going to be filter out by using file filter, you can, it will take. Okay, clear till here? Till here, anyone have any questions or any doubts before I move forward? Okay, if you don't have, now we'll try, we'll talk about niche new shape, that is a try catch shape. So in general, let's say here we are saying something, okay, here if you test, how many logs we have, how many types of logs we have in Boomi?
Two types:
Two
What
types.
are they?
process level logs, shape level logs.
Yes. So here you can see here, we have a shape level logs and a shop process level logs. But if you want, no, these logs will giving the complete details of the executions. But if you want to debug the issues, if you want, if you are getting any issues, or if you want to find out the errors, so we need one kind of error mechanism, right? To find the errors, or to find the errors, or to catch the errors, to when any errors or any issues are coming in the Boomi or in your process, if you want to debug them, then we need a one kind of error mechanism, right? Error handling mechanism, right? Yes or no? So try catch a shape is used to handle the errors. Okay, try catch a shape in Boomi is used to handle the errors. Okay, so handle the errors, what here we have if I click on this, so if I click on the try catch a shape, try and catch it. So in general, so in coding language, if you remember, like in general what we have, we will no try something in if condition, we will write if something, and if is not satisfying, then it will, the control will go to the, then the control will go to the catch path, right?
Catch.
Catch means if something is try, if try here, if try is failed, then the control will go to the else. In the else path we can catch, right? Yes or no? If you know the coding language, in the coding language we will write the errors like this. If condition is if we will try to try. If in the try path, if you are getting any error, then we will try to catch that errors here. Okay, in the same way, but we will, as I mentioned, Boomi is a low coding tool. We will not write any kind of codings. Instead of codings, we will try the shapes. We will use the shapes, and by using shapes we can achieve our integrations. Okay, same way here we have a try catch a shape. To capture unexpected process level errors or document level errors, use try catch a shape. Okay, so if you are facing any issues, okay, first you will try. Here we have, if you see here, okay, if you see here, we have a two branches. One is a try branch, another is a catch path. Okay, try path and catch path. In the try path, okay, in the try path, if you are getting any error, okay, let's say this is my try path. Here I am connecting in the try path. Okay, I'm connecting this thing into the try path. Here we are adding lot of shapes, components, and okay, what are the integration we are doing? All the integration we can develop under the try path. Let's say if you are facing any issues or any errors in the try path, then the control will come to the catch path. In the catch path, we can catch the all the errors across happening in the process level or a document level. Okay, so by try catch shape is used to handle the errors in Boomi. By using try catch, okay, try catch, we can handle, okay, two types of errors. Okay, we can handle process level errors. Process level errors, what do you mean by process level errors, and what do you mean by document level errors, we'll discuss. Okay, okay, but generally by using try catch a shape, we can handle both the process level errors as well as the document level errors, document level errors. Okay, so now I will explain you document level errors and try catch by using how the errors can be handled. Okay, so now if you come here, so generally we will try all the code, whatever the code we are implementing, we will try in the try path. Okay, we will develop our integrations, we will write our code, we will add logics, conditions, everything in the try path. Okay, let's say if you are getting any issues in the connection part or any connection part error or any logic error or any condition error you are getting in the try path, then the control will come to the catch path. Okay, in the catch path we can capture those errors. Okay, so now we can see, for example we'll try the process. Okay, you can see here. So basically the try catch a shape is used to handle the errors. Okay, now you can see here, the control is starting here. Okay, the process is getting started here in the start shape, then the same document will go to the try catch a shape. Then the control is going to the try path, right? The control is going to the try path. In the try path, if nothing is happened, that's why the control not came to the catch path. If you are getting any error in the try path, then the control will come to the cache path. That thing I will show you. Let's say I'm creating expected any error here. Let me take any shape. Okay, data process shape I will take for your understanding purpose. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Okay, okay, I'm not configuring properly. Okay, so now save and test it. Test the process. Now you can see the control will go to the first try path and the execution will complete the try path. Okay, it is not going to the catch path. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me take any shape. The decision shape I will take. I'm taking any document or property, something here. I'm not configuring properly. Okay, I'm not configuring it properly for your understanding purpose. Just wantedly I'm creating an error. Okay, so now test it. So first the path, no, the control will go to the try path. In the try path the execution will happens. If you are getting any error in the try path, okay, then the control will come to the catch path. If you are not getting any errors in the try path, okay, you can see here here if you are getting any errors, it will throws like the pop-up. Okay, that test run of the processing data you are attempting completed with an following errors embedded message. There was an error passing properties of document. See here, decision shape. In the decision shape, please review test ensuring the proper field is find out. Okay, here we are getting an error. Okay, that's why the control, it is not coming it control to the, okay. So in general I will create expected here. Okay, I will create one expected any error, so that okay, save, run the process. Now you can see here we are getting an error at the map shape, right? We are getting an error at the map shape. If you see here, the catch path also is getting executed. So we are facing some issues at the try path. In the try path we are getting some error. Okay, that's why the control came to the catch path. Okay, if you are not getting any errors in the try path, then the control will not come to the catch path. Here you can see you are getting some no data produced from map. Okay, that's fine, we are getting some error. So if you see here, you can see here the catch path is catching something, and the catch path is executing something. Yes or no? Okay, first, so that very important note point. Now you can see here the execution of the try catch shape is, first the try path or try branch will execute okay, in execute in the try path. Okay, in the try path or in the try no, in the try path or try branch, if we are getting any if we are getting any issues, so if you are getting any error, then the control will come to the which path, will come to the which path, catch path, right? So the execution, so first the try path will execute first. If you are facing any issues or if you are getting any issues in the try path, then the control will come to the catch path. Again here if you see here, okay, in the we can catch the errors. Okay, the control will come to the catch path, but it is not going to give exact reason why behind this errors or all. For that we need to implement a different error handling mechanism. That thing we will discuss later. But understand the functionality of a try catch shape. The try catch shape is used to handle the errors in a Boomi. First the try path will execute. In the try path, if you are getting any errors, then the control will come to the catch path. Again here one more important note. Okay, every time why we need to, it is a best practice, we need to take the try catch shape after the start shape. After the start shape we need to take the try catch. Okay, why we need to take, okay, after the start shape, okay, after the start shape we need to take try catch shape. Why we need to take after the catch after the try catch shape, oh sorry, after the start shape, why we need to take the start shape try catch shape? Anyone? Okay, so see here why, okay, why we need to take the try catch shape after the start shape? Because see here we have here empty document, right? It's an empty document, there is no chance of getting an errors, right? There is no chance of getting any errors. Okay, generally whatever the errors we are facing, those errors will up if here if you see, you can take errors like you can take the process. Let me take You can take, it's not like that every, only we need to take after the start shape. Okay, if you want to take after the connector, you can take the try catch a shape. Okay, you can take here also. But see, if you are getting any errors in the here, okay, here for example, if you are getting any errors in the connector part, okay, the connection issue if you are facing, or any document issues you are facing, any data is not available in the particular connector, then it is we are not able to catch those errors, right? Because we are catching the errors in the try path. Okay, after the try path, whatever the execution is happening, if in that particular execution if you are facing any issues, then the control will come to the catch path. Okay, so here if you are facing in this error in this particular shape, then it is a very difficult to, if you are not using a try catch a shape before the before this connector, then it is, we are not able to catch those errors, right? So why we need to use after, right after the start shape? Because here we are, this start shape with no data type is creating one empty document, right? One empty document, that empty document containing, okay, no data, right? There is no data to become any errors, right? There is no data, or there is no document is available. There is no document, there is no data is available. That's why there is no chance of getting an error. There is no chance of getting an error, right? That's why we need to use the try catch a shape right after the start shape. Okay, for example, if you are facing any issues here, let me do this one. Okay, I'm removing this, okay, I am saving this. Okay, I'm trying to execute this one. Okay, let me test it out. So here in the connection part, if you are in the connection part, there is no path, I mean there is no directory I have configured, then it is difficult to, right, it is difficult to configure this one. I mean it is difficult to run read that particular folders from the directly, it is going to give this kind of errors. So if you are if you are not using, this try catch a shape before the connection part, then we are not able to find those errors, right? We are not able to find those errors. You can see here it is getting some errors, right? Not existed, directory does not exist, like that it is giving some direct. Okay, so like that if you want to catch any errors, we need to go with a, yes,
Try catch.
try catch a shape. Okay, where we exactly we need to take the try catch a shape right after the,
After
so
loaded.
right after the, yes, right after the start shape we need to take the try catch a shape. So the execution behavior of execution is, behavior of execution, it is very very important, please understand. Behavior of execution is sequential. Sequential, or what do you mean by sequential? See, first the try path execution is happening, right? First the try path is executing, and then if you are getting any errors, then only the control will come to the catch path, which means first the try path is executing, then only the try path is executing, means one after one, which is nothing but a sequential, one after one. So the boomi execution is, it follows the behavior of boomi execution is a sequential manner. Okay, very very important. So it will follow the sequential manner execution. Okay, first the try path is execution, then only the catch path execution will start. Okay, and one more thing. So very very important note, the try catch a shape, will reset the document id. What do you mean by document id? It will going to reset the document id. So here the document is started, right? Here the empty document is created. After the after this try catch a shape, the document id is going to be changed. Okay, every document have a unique id. Let me show you that. Okay, so generally this try catch a shape is going to be reset the document ids. So here we are getting one document id, right? Here we are getting one document. So this document will have a one unique id called as a document id. Okay, that in front we cannot see that id, in backend it that it, the try catch a shape, and it is going to be check that id after the, okay, whatever the document is coming to here, after the try catch a shape, that the try catch a shape is going to be changed this document ID. Okay, and one more important note. One more important note. Okay, so see, now you can see here. If I so here, what kind of data is available in that start shape?
No
Yes,
data.
what kind of data is available in the on the start shape?
No data.
No data. So,
No data.
and here, what is the data is available on the try catch a shape? What is the shape source
Empty.
data? What is the shape source data to the
Empty.
try catch a shape? So whatever the
Everything.
data is available, whatever the data is
Only
available on the
3D shape.
try catch, same data will go moving forward here, right? And the same data will go to the try path. Okay, whatever the data is available, very important note. Okay, whatever the data is available in the, okay, on the try catch a shape, same data will go to shape. Okay, try catch a shape, same data will go to try path. Okay, as well as catch path. Okay, it's not like that, as I mentioned here, right? The try catch a shape is used to catch the errors, right? So it will not give the exact reason behind that, but the control will come to the catch path. Okay, if you are facing any issues, then the control will come to the catch path. There we need to we need to implement the error handling mechanism later. Okay, so we need to populate some kind of no, details. We need to capture those details later, we will discuss. But in general, the control will come to the catch path. If you see here, whatever the data is available on the try catch a shape, same data will it will go to the forward. If you click on the try path, if you see in the disk, on the disk, if you check the connection data, sorry, shape source data, it's an empty document, right? Same way, if you click on the catch path, in the catch path, if you check the shape source data, again it's an empty document. It's an empty document, which means whatever the data is available on the try catch a shape, same data will go to the try path as well as the catch path. Okay, same data will go to the catch path as well as the try path. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Anyone have any questions on this try catch a shape? So by using we can handle both the process level errors and document level errors. What do you mean by process level errors? So for example, if you are see in the process, if you are developing the process, from the starting to ending, you are taking the try catch a shape. In the try path, if you are facing any issues, like what are maybe the issues, okay, all the issues can be catch under the catch path. Okay, here if you see here, if I click on the try catch a shape, so you can see the trigger note, failure trigger. So you can see document errors and all errors. All errors means nothing but a process level errors. Document error means document level errors. Let's say, what do you mean by document? All error means in the complete process, whatever the errors we are getting, those called as a process level errors. Document level error means, let's say, if you are from the source, if you are getting from the source, if you are getting, let's say, some 100 documents or 100 documents, out of 100 documents, let's say some 10 documents are getting failed. Okay, out of 100 documents, 10, okay, you want to capture only these 10 documents, then we can use this document level errors. Here we can catch the document level errors, means only we can find those, what are the documents which are getting failed, only those documents can be catch in the catch part. Okay, if you want to catch all the errors, I mean all the process level errors, we can go with the process level errors. Clear? And do you see here we have a retry count? Retry count, what do you mean by retry? Okay, retry count. Okay, so this is very important again. Retry count, what do you mean by retry means? Retry count, okay, in general, let's say what is happening here. So we are executing the process, right? We are executing the process in the while executing the process, it is going in the try path. In the try path, it is getting if you are getting any errors, then the control is come to the catch path. But if you want to retry it, if you want to retry it, means any timeout issues, or if you are getting any connection issues, let's say if you want to retry again, you want to retry the execution, let's say again if you are giving, okay, again you want to retry that execution, we can give the retry count here 1 2 3 4 5 like this, and we can retry the execution, which means, okay, if you are facing any issues, let's say I'm giving a retry count as 1. Okay, now if in a first execution, if you are facing any issues, then again you want to retry it, then the process will not stop, again after an execution is completed, again this re-execute this process. If you are putting retry count, then again how many retry counts you are putting, those many times it is going to be re-execute the process. Okay, retry count means, okay, executing the process, okay, re-executing the process. The maximum retry count is 5. So maximum 5 times we can retry the process. Okay, if you see here, retry count as 1, retry count 2, 3, 4, 5. So maximum 5 times we can retry the process. Okay, so if you are facing any issues, it will directly, it will not throws any error if you are putting the retry counts. How many retry counts you are putting, those many times it is try to re-execute the process. Okay, then if you are again the issue is not resolved, then only the control will come to the catch path. Okay, if you are putting retry count as 2, it will re-execute the first, by default first time it will executes. Okay, it will execute. If in the first execution if you are getting any errors, then how many retry counts you are putting, 1 or 2 or 3 4, depending on the count, it will retries. Okay, it will re-execute the process. Again, if you are not in that retry counts, if the execution error is not resolved, the errors are not resolved, then only the control will come to the catch path. Okay, then only the control will coming into the catch path. Okay, so and here what is the difference between the retry counts? We are no, 0 means by default it will execute. Okay, and 1 means immediately. Okay, if in the 0, if by default execution is happening, right? If you are getting any errors, immediately if you are putting a retry count as 1, immediately the execution is going to be retry. Okay, let's say we have a 5 retry counts, right? First retry, okay, retry count 1. Okay, immediate execution. Okay, immediate execution, which means it will not wait, or it will not stop the execution. Okay, if the first execution is failed, or if you are getting any issues, then if you are putting retry count as 1, then immediate execution is going to be done. And if you are putting retry count as 2, okay, if you are putting retry count as 2, then the process will wait for 10 seconds. The process, okay, the process will wait for 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds, then again it is going to re-execute the process. Okay, if you are putting retry count as 3, it will wait for 30 seconds. Okay, the process, whatever the execution is happening, the process will wait for 30 seconds, then it is going to be executed. 30 seconds or 20 seconds, I'm not sure. Yes, so immediate. And if you are putting third execution, 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds, then if you are putting retry count as 4, it will wait for 60 seconds. Okay, the process will wait for how many seconds? Wait for 60 seconds. Okay, 60 seconds, then it is going to restart, re-execute the process. If you putting the last count, that is a 5, retry count as 5, then the process will wait for 120 seconds. Okay, 120 seconds, then it is going to be re-execute the process. Okay, retry count, maximum retry count is 5, and each retry count is having some limited time period. It will wait for some time, and it is going to execute the process. Okay, in meanwhile, like why these retry counts are useful means, let's say if you are facing any connection issues. Okay, for example, you are trying, you are trying to connect with any application system. That application system server is down, okay, for some 2 seconds or 10 seconds. Okay, and you want to try again, and you want to connect with that, and you want to pull the data, then you can put the retry count, some retry counts, and you can pull the data from there. Okay, likewise. But most of note point, most of the times the errors or will not resolve with the help of retry. Then if it is not helping the retry, then why we are using the retry? Because it will impact, right? It will impact your executions, right? If you are waiting for 10 seconds, or if you are waiting for 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 120 seconds, okay, it will impact your execution time, right? It will impacting your execution time. So even though why we are using this retry count means, okay, I will tell you why we are using. So maybe let's say if you are connecting with the Salesforce, okay, for a little bit, some 10 seconds or 20 seconds, the server went down. Immediately the server is up again, you want to, that time you can pull the data, right? Let's say if, maybe in a file, in the first try, first execution, there are some, like, some any network issues or some any calculation issues, any logical issues is happened. Again, if you want to retry it again, if you want to retry it, it will go and it will retry, and it will try to execute the process, right? So most of the times, maybe there is a chance of resolving those issues, but most of the time the errors will not getting resolved, because the data is not changing, right? The data is not changing. Whatever the data we are trying to pull from the source application systems, and we are trying the in the we are executing that data, right? So the data is not changing. If the data is not changing, why there is no chance of, there is no less chance of resolving those issues, right? Any data issues you are getting, then if you are getting data issues, the data, if until and unless the data is not changing, there is no point of resolving those issues. But look, most of the times retry counts are used to resolve the connection issues or any API issues. If you are facing any any authentication APIs, if you are sometimes, if you want to any APIs, like applications, if you want to connect with any application by using any APIs or any connection details, then at the time it is going to be resolved. But most of the times the retry count will not help you to resolve the issues. Clear? Clear? Anyone have any questions or any doubts still here? Anyone not understood anything? So basically this try catch shape is used to handle the errors. First the control will come to the try path. In the try path, if you are facing any issues, then the control will come to the catch path. Okay, so in the try path, whatever the data is available, same data will go to the try path as well as the catch path. And it is the best practice to take the try catch shape right after the start shape. Why? Because okay, here there is no chance of getting any error, because it's an empty document. Okay, empty document means there is no chance of getting an errors. Okay, so it is a best practice to take the try catch shape right after the start shape. In the try path, if you are facing any issues, then the control will come to the catch path. Again, one more important point is, so the try catch shape is going to reset your document IDs. Okay, the try catch shape is going to be reset your document ID. And clear? Clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So like if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise we can wind up the session here, and we can continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll discuss how to connect with the database. Okay, how we can establish the connectivity database, and the structure of the database profile, how it looks like, and no, how we can connect with, how can we'll configure that, what are the details we required, we'll discuss tomorrow. Anyone have any questions or any doubts? If you don't have, we can wind up the session here.